Yo, what up, and welcome to a new L.M.S.V. Yo, what up, and welcome to a new showcase of course, L.M.S.V. showcase number 21. So L.M.S.V. is officially now an adult, which is awesome. And I just wanted to say thank you for those who have been watching this ever since the very beginning, because not only is this the 21st showcase of L.M.S.V, this is now also the series which has the most amount of seasons and episodes in it. As in, this is the third episode of season 2. Now I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna implement that more into my intros. So when I'm doing these, I'm saying welcome to episode 4 of season 2, or stick with the showcase number, whatever the so. And if you got some advice, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Would love to hear your opinion on it, what you would rather hear, because I could understand if you're kind of like, what the fuck? What is it? Is it now the third episode of season 2, or is this the 21st showcase of L.M.S.V? It's both. So I don't know. What would you like to hear in the intro? For instance, let's use this as the example. Would you rather hear me say welcome to season 2, episode 3? Or would you rather hear me say welcome to showcase number 21 of L.M.S.V? Definitely let me know your opinion on that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna do the whole season 2 episode whatever, because it's already in the title which showcase number it is. So, and we are now in season 2, and it's upwards and onwards, as long as I'm capable of doing this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, link to the Qniverse showcase or Nightmare Future Batman showcase down in the description below, as well as the Paris Offie intro. There you get a better inside view, so to speak, of the future of my channel. And yeah, hence why I've been celebrating every single video a bit more and appreciating them a bit more, because it could be the last if certain things don't happen again. And again, I'm doing everything I can, and I'm doing my part, and then I also gotta have faith in that it will work. You know what I mean? So time will tell, but I'm very appreciative that we have reached episode 3 of season 2. I've never been able to say that, so this is f***ing awesome and I'm super proud of it. So again, for those who've been watching since the very beginning, or have hopped on the L.M.S.V series, as time went on, as the episodes went on, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. This is definitely one of those series that just means the fucking world to me, because, well, I've already explained it in the very first episode of L.M.S.V, but it's kind of like a way for me to show my love and appreciation to Lego in my own unique Qniverse way, so to speak. Yeah, this is definitely a series that once it's done, I don't know when that is and how many years time, but once it's done, I will definitely watch a couple showcases again. Not because, oh, I love my own content. No, but it's so personalized per minifigure. And I love that. I have a story to tell with almost every single minifigure. It's crazy how long sometimes my intros are, but I got a story to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving my all in these showcases per minifigure to really put that character in the limelight, and that is definitely the case for this minifigure, because for season 2, episode 3, the 21st showcase of L.M.S.V, we're gonna take a closer look at classic episode 2 Anakin Skywalker. I love this minifigure. Yes, I have a story to tell, and it's pretty good, actually. It's pretty funny, but I love this design. And I also have the video game accurate variant of this minifigure. But for the third episode of season 2, let's show some love to the classic variant of episode 2, Anakin Skywalker, right now. So, classic episode 2, Anakin Skywalker, the Jedi Padawan, sometimes a little too eager to prove himself, but still, here he is, and as you can see, after all these years, and yes, after all these years, this minifigure still looks absolutely fan fucking tastic. Now, originally, this minifigure is from LEGO Star Wars set 7113 Tusken Raider Encounter, where Anakin has a lovely encounter with his favorite people on Tatooine, especially after the good old thing they'd done to his mom. But still, it's an absolutely fan-fucking-tastic set. Now, quick disclaimer, I did not get it from that set. I did look this minifigure up over the many years since the set originally came out in 2002, and that's where the sort of story aspect came in, because as a kid I grew up with the prequel trilogy, and that's also why I have a lot of love for it and also why I really appreciate it. And as I grew older, I have watched those movies again and kind of thought of like, okay, do I like these movies due to the sentimental aspect, because I grew up with it, or are they generally good movies? And I still stand by it that the prequel trilogy is, I think it's my favorite, because Anakin Skywalker is my favorite character in Star Wars. So, no fucking surprise there, And who's my second favorite? Of course, it's his son, Luke Skywalker. Those are just the main men from Star Wars, they're the fucking heroes, and I love them. I really, really do. And in George Lucas Star Wars, they're just, they're so amazing. And if you like the way Luke was in episode 6, you're gonna love how he is in the expanded universe. If you've never delved into that and you're kind of like, man, the Disney Star Wars variant or Disney Star Wars is kind of like meh to me, it's kind of mid, definitely give the expanded universe a shot, because Luke Skywalker is gonna show what it's truly like to be the son of the chosen one. There were so many debates. Maybe there still are, whether or not Luke is the chosen one or Anakin, but in my opinion, and I think most of the people, Anakin is the chosen one. But still, I loved this minifigure design. That was, I think, this is always the tough part. Were the Lego sets first or the video game? The Lego sets, I think. Yeah, because it was 2002, and I think the first Lego Star Wars video game came out in 2005. Could be wrong, but I think this came first, because it's also the yellow variant, not the video game accurate variant. And yes, I do have a video game accurate variant, so stay tuned for that. That's definitely a minifigure that's going to be showcased in the future. Now, back to the story. So again, like I said, I grew up with the prequel trilogy and I loved episode 2. I really grew up with it, you know what I'm saying? So, and some scenes were like, yo, what the fuck? Anakin and Padme's love story was on full display, and I was like, what the fuck? So is this what love is, I was kind of like, what is love? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Yeah, so that was, I grew up with him. I loved how he looked in Lego form, so I wanted to have the set. So I went to eBay looking for it, and I found the set. And, I was just a kid, eBay was still fairly new to me. So, and at the time, didn't have a job, didn't have any money. So I was mostly just looking to my mom, kind of be like, hey, can I borrow some money, So my mom would sit next to me as we looked at this eBay page, that had the product, and you would place bids. Again, I was just a kid, a fucking toddler. So, to me, like $10 was already a lot of money, yet alone 20 or 30. It must have been your birthday if you had that kind of money, So, and it started off very slowly, $5, $7, and there was another motherfucker that was just constantly there. And, as an adult, you just run out the clock, wait for the last 10 seconds, place a bid higher than the others, and you win. But as a kid, I didn't know that. I just wanted to have this minifigure from that set. So, because it was the set that I was placing bids on, not just this minifigure. It was the entire set, and it was used. But whatever, So it started off very normal, just $5, $7, $7.50, $8, $9.50, $10, so on and so forth. And, I kept going. And I think my mom was just noticing how rapidly the price was increasing, because she still had the shipping costs and potentially the import costs as well. So, yeah, she was, she was just seeing the amount of money she was about to lose, basically, to her son's love for Lego Star Wars sets as well as Anakin Skywalker. So she was looking at me like, yo, you gotta slow down, you gotta, relax. But I was so eager to have it that I just started, you know, going higher and higher with my bid against this other person. And at some point, it was like $17.50, something like that. And then my mom was already looking at me and said, like, I'm not going past 25. She said this straight up. We're not going past 25. I'm like, alright, bet. You know, so I followed the rules, but at the same time, I was so driven to get this minifigure. So it was like $17.50 and then $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, right? So I'm like, alright, bet. This is the most I was allowed to bid. And then it seemed like I was about to win, and then last fucking second, this other person placed a bid like a couple cents higher than I had placed, and they won the set. And that fucking made me so fucking angry and sad. But still, not, you know, I didn't cry when it didn't get my way. No, you know what kids can go through when real life has a tendency to show the ugly side of life. So regardless, I lost against that other person. I don't know who it is, and they're not watching this video, I know that for sure. But still, fuck you. I'm finally able to say it. Fuck you to the moon. Alright, in the words of Isaac Butterfield, fuck you to the moon. Oh my god, nah, like, it's all love, of course. As I grew older over the years and I started to have the money to buy, you know, the things that I liked, I went to eBay once more, and this time I just looked for this minifigure, got him, and here we are, the showcase. So yeah, that was the story about this minifigure and how I almost had him as a kid. But, you know, in the end, it only makes it that much more worth it to have him right here and right now. Although I will admit I've had him for a couple years now. But, you know, if you have about 200 minifigures, you have a tendency to not really fucking pay attention to every single one of them. Hence why this series is a thing. So if I ever want to, you know, go balls to the walls with one of my characters, sounds a bit weird, I know, I can just, you know, check my playlist, watch that video, and we're all good. So yeah, but as you can see, he looks absolutely fantastic ever since he first released in 2002. This is an original. This is not one of those re-releases. This is an original. And he looks absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Now, in regards to the printing, one of the things I really love about the printing is actually the printing for the face. Because he still has that hopeful and joyful expression on his face. Like, he's still happy. You know, he wants to become the greatest Jedi Knight / Master ever. You know, and he has the talent to back it up. He's just a little too eager to prove himself. I get it. You know, ego is a thing. You just have to deal with it. But regardless, I love that he has this joyful look on his face. And the fact that they added the braid onto the torso printing is just absolutely fantastic. I hope that one day we do actually get a Lego hairpiece that has the braid connected to it. So we can have, you know, a proper episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Jedi Padawan, as well as in episode 2 Anakin Skywalker as a Jedi Padawan. And you know, I really love that they have also included with the more modern version of the episode 2 Anakin Skywalker, which is a minifigure I do not own, and it fucking pisses me off because, like I said, I love episode 2 and I love how he looked in episode 2. But still, it looks absolutely fantastic for its time. I love the hair. Now, the one big difference between this version and the other classic episode 2 Anakin Skywalker is actually that the hairpiece on this one is just a little bit brighter in its shade of orange than the other one. The other one is definitely going a bit more towards red, whereas this stays a bit more, you know, brownish orange, which is just perfect, and I love that. So again, he looks absolutely fan-fucking-tastic, and yes, I did take off the cape to show the printing a bit better on the torso. And keep in mind, this is also a cape from 2002, so how the fuck it still looks this good is a fucking miracle if you ask me. Especially if you've seen my Darth Vader showcase. Again, link in the description if you want to see that one. That cape was fucked up. And I love it because, you know, when I had that minifigure for the very first time, the cape was, you know, it looked like this. And because I played with it a lot, as well as my friends, over time, it just got fucked up, you know, it just happens, you know. So, but still, I really, really love this minifigure. Now, the one thing that isn't from the original 2002 set is a lightsaber, but still, I had to go full classic mode with it. So here he is with a classic lightsaber hilt, and as you can see, it still looks absolutely fantastic. Now, if you want to see what a 2002 to 2005 lightsaber hilt looks like, link in the description to my classic Qui-Gon Jinn minifigure, and you know, I've added timestamps to it so you can find that very quickly, but let's just say this is definitely looking a lot better. So yeah, but as you can see, I just had to buy him a new lightsaber hilt with, of course, the blue lightsaber stick added to it, because of course at the beginning of the movie he has a blue lightsaber, whereas at the end of the movie it's green. I know it's not his originally, but he used it in, of course, the Geonosis arena, which was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, even when I saw that as a kid, I was just over the moon when I saw that. I was like, yeah! You know, but not with this voice, but, you know, 10 times higher, so... yeah! So anyway, I loved the Geonosis arena battle with all those Jedi, and especially when you could actually play that in the LEGO Star Wars video game. I would watch that and play that so many times because I would want to have minifigures of those random Jedi, which I might do, because as you know, the very first L.M.S.V showcase was of a random Jedi who's now known as, of course, Greg. So I might, don't quote me on this, well, fuck it, you may quote me on this. I might make those Jedi from the LEGO Star Wars video game, the Geonosis arena battle. You know, those Jedi, I might make those in the future as more random Jedi. Now, the reason why I want to have so many random Jedi, I've already explained it in my very first L.M.S.V showcase. But for those who haven't watched that one, it's for my LEGO Star Wars custom Episode 3 Anakin Skywalker, from, of course, how he appeared during Order 66. And when I have that, and I have that minifigure, but for that showcase, I just want to have the burning Jedi Temple on Coruscant with all my random Jedi dead. Dead or standing in the background. I think that would be fucking dark, but awesome, because that was Anakin's fall. Like, full on from Anakin to Darth Vader. I mean, yes, you could say that that also happened when he cut off Mace Windu's hand. You know, it is what it is. Like, tomato, potato, go fuck yourself, basically. So, Qniverse 2022. Anyway, regardless, I love this minifigure, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Again, one of the biggest things for me, of course, is the joyful expression on his face, because, I don't know, sometimes I still think about it, like, what would have happened if he hadn't met Padme again in episode 2? Like, what if, I mean, it was kind of inevitable that they would see each other once again, and also after all the build-up in episode 1, it was only logical that we saw them reunite in episode 2. But it does make me wonder sometimes, you know, what would have happened if he had never seen Padme again? Like, yes, she was still doing her thing, right? And he was doing his thing. Like, what would have happened? Would he have become a full-blown Jedi Master? I'm sure Mace Windu wouldn't like that. Like, especially with the potential Anakin has. Boy! Fuck no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, it's just a thought that crosses my mind every once in a while. But still, would love to hear your opinion on that. But again, I love this minifigure, and I think it's still available on firestartoys.com. Now, if you want to have 10% off of any order you might place on that website, definitely use my code FSHSQ1 to get 10% off of any order you want to place on Firestar Toys. Now, I highly recommend this minifigure, because this is Anakin at his peak as a Jedi, when he's not corrupted. And not to place blame on Padme, because the blame is definitely also on Anakin himself, you know, for falling in love with Padme. I'm not saying it's fucking wrong, you know. I definitely have a bit more of the gray Jedi mindset rather than Jedi or Sith. But this is Anakin when he was still like full on a Jedi Knight of the Jedi Order. So yeah, I highly recommend this figure. I'm so happy to have showcased him for episode 3 of season fucking 2 of L.M.S.V. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. Now, first off, I would like to thank you, yes, you, for watching this. And if you have watched my other L.M.S.V showcases, much love and respect to you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching. Now, if you like Lego, and you like Star Wars or you like DC, you know, Lego DC, definitely check out my L.M.S.V playlist or my Lego DCs or Lego Star Wars playlist. And if you're new and you like that, definitely hit that subscribe button, because hopefully I can continue making these videos in the future. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to have early access to all my content or know what figures are coming in the future, definitely go ahead and check out my Patreon page. And if you are a Toy Story fan, just know that if you become a Patreon member, I will draw you as a Space Ranger with the specific rank that you chose on my Patreon page. So again, much love and respect to you for watching this video. Again, if you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's all there is to say. So from Classic Episode 2, Anakin Skywalker, and from yours truly, I hope you had an awesome day. I wish you an awesome day. Now let's go to the character roster, because you have now officially unlocked Classic Episode 2, Anakin Skywalker.